everybody mute themselves, please. Okay, how to get started. We all have to start somewhere before we can seal the deal. So how we get started is you breadcrumb on your Facebook page. I'm sure we've all heard that. Post call to actions. This is a must. And like I said on the last call, the call to actions don't have to be salesy, but you have to promote the VIP group. You have to promote the health bet or anything that's going on with Beachbody. You have to promote it. Even if it's in a non-offensive, non-salesy way, you have to talk about it. If you don't talk about it, you're never going to get the chance to seal the deal. So my call to actions are more talking about what's coming up and what I have to offer. And I suggest you guys do the same thing. So you have to do this step, okay? Do free or fitness or nutrition groups to build relationships. I don't know how many people or how many of you guys do this, but I've been doing the fitness groups for 3-4 months now consistently. And I've actually gotten most of my Success Club points out of them. The free groups are a great way to build relationships. They are a great way to get new people in front of you, a great way to get new people into your business. I know some of you watch Greg's video on how he does his free groups. Very informative. You want to use Facebook ads. You want to get new people into your social media, or if you're just going to be in the same place you've always been. I can do a whole nother call on that. I know Greg already covered it, but I can show you what I do, so you can have two different perspectives if you would like. But I would suggest doing a fitness or nutrition group. Me and Nikki have a thing we call Hey Girl, and it's basically find 5 people on your newsfeed and either comment on one of their posts or send them a Facebook message if it's someone you kind of know and haven't talked to in a long time. Just, hey girls, ask them how they're doing, tell them awesome on their post, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Reaching out to people and showing interest in them will help them to want to show interest in you. When you show interest, you don't look like you're trying to sell, you look like you actually care, and people respond to that very well. Post giveaways. I know a lot of you guys see my posts. I like to post free Fixate cookbooks for joining the VIP group, for joining, for buying a challenge pack. You can do Amazon gift cards. They're really easy because you can just send them right through email. You can do cheaper, like $10 gift cards or $50 gift cards. Giveaways or incentivizing people to join really makes a difference. And remember, it's all a tax write-off. So really, there's no reason not to, because you can write that off and you pay less taxes at the end of the year anyway. And if they stay on as a Shakeology customer and or coach, you're going to be making well past, it's going to make up the difference. So I like to do giveaways every month. Be someone that people are inspired by. Would you follow you? So again, it goes back to content on your social media. Post content that you would want to follow. What would interest you? What would make you want to follow you? On your like page, you guys have, a lot of you probably don't utilize your like page enough. And to broaden your horizons, to get more people into your business, to get new people to see you and see what you're doing, you have to use your like page, even if you're not getting a peep. Literally, you can go on my like page and look at all of my posts, and there's like 1 like on it. Point is, I'm putting content on there so I look legit. And as long as I have content and I look legit, then when you run ads, people are going to believe you're not a scammer. Okay? And that's the whole purpose. For me, I don't use my like page to post on there because I'm going to get someone from a post. I post content on there so I look legit. And then I use I use Facebook ads to lure the people in. So boost important posts on your like page, such as call to actions, giveaways, challenge groups, free groups. So like I said, I put a ton of content on my like page. I do not care if people post on it. Don't care if people see it, because I'm not going to boost every post. But the important ones you want to boost. So your call to actions to your the VIP group, to a giveaway to join the VIP group, to a new free group that you're doing. Those are the ones that you want to boost. And again, I can get you Greg's recording or I can do a call on it another time. But that's how I get new people into my free groups, is I boost posts. And sometimes I sell challenge packs by boosting call to actions. You have to be doing more than just posting on Facebook. That won't get you very far. So I know there's a lot of coaches that are spinning their wheels and they just post every day on Facebook and they hope that something comes of it. There's so much more to it than that. Not only do you have to post good content and free content and stuff that people want to see, but you have to post the call to actions. You have to use your like page and do Facebook ads. You have to get new people in front of you. The Hey Girls will get new people seeing your stuff because they'll start liking or commenting on your posts, which will boost your algorithm. There's just so much more than just posting that you have to do. Okay? How to start the conversation. When you get new people, ask them about their fitness and what they're trying to achieve. So when you get new people, let's say off the message boards, talk to them about it. Or if you get new people off your like page, or you get people that even remotely show interest in your fitness posts, there's nothing wrong with asking them about their fitness and nutrition. It's a great way to start a conversation, okay? People in your free group should have a relationship. You should have a relationship with. Invite them to your VIP group. So what I do in my free groups is, again, I'm building a relationship by giving them free content, giving them free workouts. Nikki posts all kinds of awesome recipes in there and food pics. And every once in a while, I'll pop in some stuff about Beachbody or how a VIP group challenger won the 3-day refresh in those groups so they can see that I have other things going on outside of the free group. And it builds interest. And don't be part of the work of it. You can't, again, it goes back to not just posting. Personally message people. Show interest in them. Ask them how they're doing, how they're liking your free group. Let them know that you have a VIP group starting. They'll either say, okay, thanks, or they'll want to know more information. You have to start the conversations because most likely they're not going to start it with you, okay? If you get switchovers from the message boards, ask people if they're, or, as a Beachbody customer, ask people if they're on Shakeology so you know what group to place them in. If they're not, explain the difference in your free group versus VIP group. So one of the ways I start a conversation with somebody who is already a Beachbody customer, whether I got them off my like page, free group, in person, whatever, someone who is already a Beachbody customer who switched to you as their coach. First thing I do is I personally message them and say, hey, I'm so excited that you're a part of, my team, blah, blah, blah. And I straight up ask them, so I know what group you are in, or so I know what group to place you in. Are you currently on Shakeology? That's one of the first things I ask. They'll say no or yes. If they say yes, say great, I'm going to stick you in my VIP group, blah, blah, blah. If they say no, that opens up a whole slew of a big conversation you can have with them about the VIP group. So I will say, okay, no problem when it comes to not being on Shakeology. The only reason why I ask is I have a VIP group ran by my whole entire team of experts, and then I go into my whole script about how awesome the VIP group is. And then I say the only requirement to get into the VIP group is being on Shakeology. And I said, so if you're ever interested, so I'm not trying to sell it to them. I just say, so if at any point you're ever interested in Shakeology, let me know. And I'm always running amazing deals. Like I can get you a free fitness program with your Shakeology order. And when I say that, 9 times out of 10, they ask me, they want to know more information, how much it costs. Because tell them they're going to get something free with it, especially a free Beachbody program, that catches their interest instantly. So when you get a switch over, don't just switch them over, put them in Facebook, and stop the conversation. Start the conversation. Ask them if they're on Shakeology, and if they're not, let them know about your VIP group and tell them if they're ever interested. No worries, but if they're ever interested, this is what I can do for you. Okay? I get so many people that buy challenge packs just from that conversation alone. Post call to actions. I keep saying it. When people want more info, talk to them. So when they want more info, give them all the information. Tell them everything. Show the value in what you have to offer. Okay. Next thing, always explain the value in what you have to offer. Be genuine, confident, and show your personality. Don't try to be someone you're not. Literally, like people are talking to you because they want you. Okay, they don't want somebody else. They don't want Corrie. They don't want Nikki. Okay, they want you. So be genuine. Be your personality. You're a coach probably because you're a caring person and you like to help people. So show that genuine side of yourself. Okay, don't act like you're not confident. Showing that like you're scared or you're desperate or you're like tiptoeing around everything is going to turn people off. Be confident. Act like a coach. Act like someone who knows what they're talking about and someone that knows that they can help somebody. Okay, people feed off confidence. Okay, and don't be afraid to show your personality. People want to see your personality. Guilt people into a purchase. Gary Vaynerchuk. I love that at Summit when he said that. You know, when you're showing how much you care and you're giving people free content and you're showing how genuine you really are, you're going to eventually guilt people into purchasing from you. When he said that, it was like, that's literally what I feel like I do sometimes. Okay? Reacting to the no's or not right now's. Okay? Tell them no problem and that you are still here to support them. Act like it didn't faze you one bit. So if you act like you were desperate and you act like that, like ruined your world, if somebody tells you no, people aren't going to come back. Okay. Act like you're just as happy for the no than you would be for the yes. Because when you do that, again, it shows that you aren't desperate. It shows that they are not a dollar sign in your eyes. And it shows that you truly care. Because if you didn't care, you would want their money and that's it. Okay? So I always tell people when they tell me no or not right now, I say no problem. I'm always here to support you. Here, let me stick you in my free fitness boot camp or my free nutrition group so that you can keep going on your journey. And whenever you're ready to jump in, I'm here for you. I'm ready to help you. When you do that, people begin to trust you and they come around eventually. I have so many people that have come around after so long, and like don't discount people like that, okay? Don't act desperate. Acting desperate is the worst thing you could do, okay? Stay medium, smiley face. See my smile? Okay. Play hard to get. What I mean by that is exactly what I meant in the first line of this slide. Don't act like it fazed you. Let them know that, don't let them know. Just know that the world is going to keep spinning even though they don't join the VIP group or don't purchase from you. When people see that you're moving forward without them, it makes them want to be a part of it. So continue to show how awesome the VIP group is. Keep posting about, Nilda won the grand prize or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know why I got Nilda, Michelle, but that's just popped in my head. Playing hard to get. I mean, you women know it works, right? Truth. Okay. Remember that no now doesn't mean no later. And I've said it a million times. We always say it as coaches. It's the truth. And if you can understand that and take that in, you will be so much better of a coach. Give them even more free stuff. Another round of a free fitness group or nutrition group. Guilt them into buying eventually. So be so damn nice and continue to support them and act like it didn't faze you and you didn't act like you were desperate and you threw them back into a free group and gave them more free stuff. Eventually they're going to do it. I'm telling you. You're building trust and you are guilting them eventually into doing it. Okay? All right, so sealing the deal. I know I always say this, but explain the value in what they are getting. That is one of the number one things you can do. Don't just say you have a VIP group and they get Shakeology. Explain everything. Your whole team of experts, the prizes we give away, the new Q&A we're going to be doing, the 100% money back guarantee. Like explain all of it. That they get a nutrition system, they get a fitness program. They get 30 days of Beachbody on Demand. They get Shakeology. Explain everything in full detail, okay? Let them know they are getting a free fitness program with their order. I don't think people utilize this enough. It is a true story. If they purchase the $140 challenge pack versus a one-time Shakeology order, generally most of the time it's cheaper, actually. So they are getting a free fitness program if they do that, okay? Give them a freebie, a free It's a cookbook, etc. if they join. That is completely up to you. Pick a freebie, something that fits your budget, and give it away. People love incentives, okay? Be supportive, be confident, and don't sound desperate. Keep them talking. Don't let the convo dry up. I've watched, and I'm not trying to call Nikki out, but I've listened to her talk to people, and she gives them all the information, and then the person stops talking, and then Nikki stops talking. And I tell her all the time, don't stop talking. Like, keep the conversation going. Sometimes people read stuff and they just sit back and they're like, huh. And all it takes is, hey, don't hesitate to ask any questions. No worries if this isn't for you. Like, keep them talking, because if you keep them talking, generally it can turn into a sale. If you don't keep them talking, you probably are going to lose them. So do not let convo dry up. If you post a whole bunch of stuff or message a whole bunch of stuff to them and they stop talking, keep talking. Just keep talking, okay? Say something to get a response back. Maybe ask them if they like cardio or resistance or a good mixture of both. Like, just something to get a response out of them so that you can keep the conversation going. Let's see. Let them know you will match them perfectly with a program for their needs. When they know that they have a professional or someone that knows what they're doing, matching them up for something for their specific needs, it makes them more confident that what they're purchasing is going to be of use. Okay? Relate to your potential client and let them know you have a solution for them. People like relatable people. So if somebody says, man, I'm struggling with my weight, yada, 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 you say the same thing. Well, I've struggled with my weight numerous times in my life. Say something relatable so that they're like, wow, this person has started where I was, and now look at them. You know, build that confidence in them and let them know that they're not alone, okay? Stress the 100% money back guarantee. I know Claire said the other day that was what sold her when she was my client, is when I continually stress the 100% money back guarantee, because people don't want to be on the hook for stuff. When they know they're not on the hook, they have nothing to lose, okay? Follow up, follow up, follow up. The key is in your follow up, okay? When somebody says they want to do something and you talk to them about it and they say, well, I'm going to have to wait till payday, or, well, I'm going to have to talk to my husband, or whatever it is, schedule a reminder in your phone. Write it down on your calendar. Do whatever you got to do. But whether it be 4 days later, 3 days later, the next day, I like Fridays because I know people get paid on Fridays. I follow up with people, okay? And it doesn't have to be salesy. I say basic stuff like, hey, I just wanted to check in with you and see if you were still interested. If not, no worries. If you have any more questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. That's all a follow-up has to be. Something simple, easy, just to get them talking again. Some people won't respond, but some people do, and I've actually gotten tons of sales through follow-ups, and I've been in a lot of mentorship groups, higher-up coach groups, and people say if you are not good at following up, you will fail as a coach. Following up is probably the single most important thing, because most people aren't going to purchase the first time you talk to them, okay? So I like to schedule out my follow-ups for Fridays just because I know that's when people get paid, and they're more apt to want to follow through with what they were talking about on a Friday, okay? Don't give up on your customers. Continue to support them and promote, and eventually they will join. 100%. Do not let people stop you. Do not let no stop you, is what I should say. Okay? And then I wanted to show you guys a conversation that I had just yesterday. Let's see, where is it at? I gotta get out of share for a second, everyone. Sorry. Where's that, baby? Okay, so this is a conversation I had with somebody, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. She messaged me. She's one of my customers that I got off the message boards. She said, "Hey, I hope you had a great Labor Day. Well, I'm 2 weeks out from quitting smoking. Switched to P90X3 because I get bored." Okay. So I messaged her back. "That's great. Awesome job. Good for you. X3 was one of my favorite programs." And then she asked for some tips. And then I said, modify, yada, yada, yada. And then told her about how T25 beta has weights because that's what she was doing prior. She switched to X3 because she missed her weights. She didn't know that. So she said she might have to switch back to beta then. And then I said, are you currently using Shakeology? So randomly in this conversation, I just popped that in there. Okay. You guys can see that right here. Definitely modify when needed. You don't have to get crazy, get results. Do you know T25 beta has weights in it? Are you currently using Shakeology? Just random in the middle of this conversation. And then she said, well, I guess I need to move on to beta then. I did not know that. No, I use Ideal Shape products. So here we go. This is a perfect opportunity for you guys to see what I do when somebody says they take something else, okay? Let's see. I use Ideal Shape. Unfortunately, Shakeology is a little too much money for me, okay? So I said, yes, if you wait, or yeah, we'll skip the beta stuff. No worries. I was just wondering because I have a VIP fitness support group on Facebook that is ran by my whole entire team of experts, and I go into the whole spiel, okay? Just to let her know what I have to offer because she's not in any of my groups right now. And I explained the whole value and what she would get and let her know that the requirement for getting in there is Shakeology, but then I said, but you get a free fitness program with your order. So if you ever want to try it, just like I explained to you guys earlier, okay? She went from telling me she didn't want, or she was on a different shake, to telling me, tell me about the free fitness program with the Shakeology order. Right there. So instantly I got her interest. Just by asking her one simple question, letting her know the value, and letting her know that she can get a free fitness program with her Shakeology order, okay? And then I explained it all to her. We talked and talked and talked, and she said, thanks for the info. I plan on talking to her again on Friday with a follow-up. As you can see, I got her interested. I started a conversation out of thin air. It didn't come off salesy. She's not mad at me. We continued to talk after that. And now I've planted a seed that eventually, I guarantee you, I will bet you guys money she will try Shakeology at least once. So that's just, I'll post that in TJB so you guys can see the whole conversation. But I just wanted to show you guys how you can start a conversation out of thin air about Shakeology without sounding like a salesperson. So that's all I got for you. Do you guys have any questions? And I'm sorry if I made no sense.
You were fine.
I do have a question. So, like, I have one right now. I've followed up with her once or twice already, and she's still, like, she had interest, but now it just seems like she's kind of lagging in her interest in getting a program or anything else. So it's like, how do you kind of rebuttal with those ones?
So is she in any of your groups? Or she?
No.
Okay.
But she's been seeing my posts, and she saw my results from Turbo Fire.
Get her in a free group.
What's that, Michelle?
Get her in a free group.
Yeah, I was going to say, so someone like that, I usually do 2 to 3 follow-ups before I leave people alone because then you don't want to become a pest, right? You don't want to look like that salesy person. So 2 to 3 max. And then if I still get the same, or I'm not getting a response, then I just stop talking about it completely, continue to post my call to actions and all my good content on my Facebook so that person can see it, because they're going to see it. And I put them in my free group and say, hey, I got a free fitness boot camp starting. You should join and you should participate. That way you're giving them free stuff. They know that you got off their back and you're not pressuring them, but yet you're continuing to breadcrumb and plant seeds on your posts, either in the free group or on your personal page. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But don't give up on that person. Just continue to talk to them, but maybe after the third follow-up, just stop talking about it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have people that's like from a year ago that are just starting to like buy a program or a challenge pack. So, you know, I was like a year ago, they were like on the fence about it, and I put them like in my free groups, and, you know, now it's like, oh, hey, I'm ready. So.
Yep. And the key is to continue to post the content. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, continually post content and call to actions, and the new VIP group that's about to start, and the health bet or whatever's going on, because each time you do that, they're like, man, this is my chance. Should I join or not? You know, they play with their mind a little bit, and eventually they're going to join.
Yeah.
But they have to see it and know that you have these things going on to join. And if you don't post it, it's just going to be stagnant. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else? No? Okie doke. I am going to go try to eat dinner then.
Okay.
You guys have a good night.
Good night.